The third module will be concerned with Anne's story. Anne is a non-fictional character, a real person that I was able to meet years back, and she had a dilemma when she came to see me when I was working at a dealership. She got her car appraised, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But notice the spelling of Anne's name, A-N-N-E. The last two letters, N-E, stand for negative equity, the most important part of Auto 101's story, Anne and her dilemma, how she wound up in this predicament when she purchased her first car. So it's all laid out in cartoon form, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. But first of all, we want to talk about that dealership, how they were involved, and the money that they paid for the vehicle and then sold the vehicle to Anne. So right off the bat, we're talking about a $9,000 vehicle at wholesale auction, dealers only. The vehicle came to Virginia, and Anne purchased the Hyundai. That had some miles on it, 15,000 miles per year. It probably had close to 2 years mileage on it, 30,000. So at the dealer auction, the dealer paid $9,000 for the vehicle, among other vehicles that they purchased that day. Now, looking at the numbers on this, they sold the car to Anne for $12,000. $9,000 is the wholesale price. $12,000 is the retail, just as if a young lady went to a department store to buy a dress for $100 retail. The wholesale price would be $50. The store would pay $50 for it, and they sell it for $100. There's always that consideration, wholesale versus retail, when you're buying a particular product. Here, we're speaking about this Hyundai that Anne purchased. Now, the dealership had some costs involved here, $1,800 in expenses. They had a gross profit of $3,000. So we take the $1,800, the expenses, from the $3,000, and the dealer would show $1,200 net profit on the entire transaction. Now, the dealership that sold her this vehicle, they would go by that window sticker to provide her with all of the information, but we must realize that warranty, taxes, plates, documentation fee would need to be added on to the price of the vehicle, changing it from $12,000 to $14,000, which we're going to see in the next module. At this point, we want to remind you all that Anne had in mind to buy a car when she went looking. She wasn't really looking for a low percentage rate or APR. She was looking just to get the car purchased, and she bought that car for $12,000 plus warranty, taxes, plates, and documentation fee.